Hey, what is up, everyone? MurrayNJ08 is back with a most long anticipated channel update. I haven't done one of these in a while. It's been a crazy, hectic week. This is going to be a big update. Lots to talk about. So much going on the channel. It's been quite busy lately. And again, it's exactly why it took me a little longer than a week to do a channel update. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, it looks like it hasn't been a channel update in about 2 weeks. Sometimes that happens on here. I'd rather focus on getting the content out that I promised you in the last update than actually worrying about another update. So that happens. And even though this is a slower time of the year for releases, I'm still doing so much on my channel. Those of you that know, we're not always about the newest stuff, so I could be doing vlogs. My other series is ongoing series that I have, many of them, indie games. There's been so much going on. It's crazy. I've been doing a lot of streaming. I've been doing a lot with the subscribers. And, you don't always have to, I'm going to say this again in case you're a first-time listener, don't always rely on the channel updates that I do, because I don't do them every day. Sometimes, like I said, it could take weeks. Just like in this case. So you want to follow me on Twitter, MurrayNJ08. I do these little graphical pictures that I post every night of my schedule for the next following day. You'll always be up to date on MurrayNJ08 when you follow me on Twitter. I'm very active on there. I talk with everybody. I interact with people. I answer questions, and you always will know what I'm doing. So if you haven't seen an update in a while on my channel and you're wondering, what's going on this week with me, and I want to make sure I know when to go on his channel because I'm going to be busy or blah blah blah, follow me on Twitter, because you'll definitely know what I'm up to. Especially if it's a big day for me, then the night before I usually post my agenda schedule of the day. But the lovely subscribers of mine made me nice templates for my schedules, and it gives you the time, depending on what time zone you're in. And you can definitely find out when I'm going to be uploading and going live. So I want to get that out of the way. As far as what's been going on, we did a lot. I hope you all had a great 4th of July weekend. Check out my 4th of July fireworks display. It's an annual thing that I've done since the very beginning in 08 of this channel. I always, every year, put up my firework display. So, no different this year. You definitely want to check it out. It's about 21 minutes long. It was a great show that my father had put on. 2 episodes of unboxings and recent pickups went live. We had the Dark Souls 2 Special Edition hardcover guide. Awesome guide. And a little treat for you. An episode of unboxing and recent pickups for the Heavy Metal Encyclopedia. What an awesome book that I picked up at a new bookstore in my area here. They had a grand opening. And I seen it on the shelf, and they had one left, and I said, oh, this is for me. So you want to check that out. It's definitely a cool book. And I believe you can also order it on Amazon, so you definitely want to check it out. And then I did some vlogs, which is one of the things I want to talk about. This is one of the reasons why I haven't been doing so many updates and haven't really been extremely busy right now on YouTube, because I've been very busy with my actual job, my business, my photography, graphic design business. And I've been doing a lot of photo shoots, and you'll be seeing a lot more vlogs from me, especially when I go on these shoots, because I made a day of it, and we went hiking and we went exploring, and I had to do some nature shots and some panoramic shots. This is Stoke State Forest of New Jersey. This is an amazing park, and I wanted to capture it, so I brought my video camera along. And then to answer some of the subscribers, they were asking me, one of the big questions was, what's my ride? What are you driving? I thought it was an interesting question. And actually, it is an interesting question, because I recently just got a new car, a new vehicle. So I posted those. You can also check out my dad's ride. He's got a really awesome custom truck. So, yeah, that's going to be more of a thing that I'm going to be doing like I did in the past. You're going to be seeing some vlogs during downtime. I think that's a good filler content in between games, since it's slow right now. And then once we hit September to December, that's the hardcore gaming season, we're going to be flooded. Guys, I might actually have to do an update calendar for you, because my calendar is so filled with releases. I should really video it and show you what I'm up against, what I got planned for you, because especially the month of October. I don't know if you've looked. It's freaking nuts. It's insane. It's insane. It's nuts. I mean, it's totally nuts. Between the AAAs, the indies, big releases. I mean, the September, October, November, December is going to be nuts, but mostly October. I can't wait for The Evil Within. That's going to be maybe my Halloween special. I don't know. But I will be doing a calendar update, a schedule update, so probably maybe this week, but don't hold me to it. We'll have to glance at it, and it gives you guys a good, understanding of what I'm going to be doing in the future, and also release dates of games that you might be anticipating on the channel. So definitely want to tune into that. That might be coming up this week. There's a lot to cover. And then my ongoing series of Dark Souls 2, my yearly ongoing series that I'm going to be doing during downtime and weekends and time off, here and there. We're going to be playing Dark Souls 2, and that started. Starting with the pre-stream from the pre-playthrough intro from all your awesome sub art that you guys sent me. Thank you. And then we went... Actually, there's quite a few parts, but they're not all live yet. As a matter of fact, I think there's only 2 parts for you guys to see, so the rest will go live most likely today and tomorrow. Alright? And then, like I said, I don't know the schedule for Dark Souls 2. I gotta play it out. It depends on what's coming out, like I said, right now during the summer is a great time to bombard and flood you guys with Dark Souls because there's not a lot, going on this summer. I'll probably be doing more vlogs, but I mean, as far as gameplay, not too much, aside from indies. So I'm probably going to put a lot of Dark Souls 2 out for the next 2 months, because once September hits to the holiday, there's going to be you'll see Dark Souls 2, but probably a lot less, because especially October, I mean, we got some major games to cover on here. So I'm going to be busy, okay? So pretty much to wrap it up, as far as my future, channel plans, keep an eye out, because you guys are going to be entertained. I'm working triple overtime with you, aside from juggling an actual job and photography and laptop repair and graphic design. I'm doing a couple events for some people, a couple of photo shoots for, advertising events for some people, and still trying to do this for you guys. So, I do have an actual job that I do. So, hey, it's all about the game. So, we try to make room for both. And of course, my Photoshop will continue on here as well. And then we went into Shovel Knight. I started Shovel Knight. We're about part 2 into it. What an awesome game. It's living up to be, no lie, one of my favorite games of the year, believe it or not. I know it came out of nowhere. It was a shocker. I didn't even know recently until it came out. I didn't even know it wasn't even in my radar. What an old school, retro NES type game throwback. Awesome. I love it. I can't wait to see more games like that come out. Yacht Club Games is an amazing company. And I know you guys really wanted to for me to cover Shovel Knight, so you will be seeing more of it. Now, with all that aside, what's coming up? Like I said, I'm going to try to get my gaming calendar out there so you guys can see my update, what I'm going to be juggling for the next few months. The other thing is that I will be playing lots of indie games. I got some requests to play Entwined, which I already did mention I was going to do. Somebody last night on Twitter was asking me to play Pixel Junk Shooter, which does look like an amazing game that I want to cover. But actually, I believe this week I'm going to be uploading Steam World Dig, which was a PS4. I got it on the PS4. Indie game, very unique game. It was on sale. It was one of the Summer Blast sales. I think I got it for whatever. I remember what I paid, but it was a phenomenal price. Having a blast with it. I actually got it on my Vita. I was playing around with it on the couch last night. I also got it on the PS4. We'll be covering that on the channel. You'll be seeing a few parts of that. I want to start doing some crazy oddball games for you guys while we have all this downtime. I'm going to be covering a lot of Street Fighter. We have some Street Fighter sub-matches coming up. Then, of course, I will be purchasing Ultra in August because I'm waiting for the retail copy with all the DLC. Looking ahead into the future, I will be covering The Last of Us on PS4. I will be covering Diablo 3 on PS4. As far as what's coming up this week, other than SteamWorld Dig, more Shovel Knight, more Dark Souls 2, probably a lot more, and my summer retro series, A Blast from the Past, is going to start. I have tons of stuff recorded for it. We are going to be trying each game out on my list. Games that I grew up with as a child, games that I remember playing, my all-time favorite games of all time. That will start this week with my most anticipated from you guys, The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past on the Super NES. I was supposed to play it last year, if you remember, but we had some difficulties with the Wii. Now I have it on the Wii U, the Virtual Console. I have Direct Capture. It's awesome. So we were going to start that series off with Zelda, and then we're going to try some other games. Donkey Kong, Pac-Man, Sonic, Street Fighter, the old Street Fighters, Mega Man's, Super Mario World, Kirby, Punch-Out, there's Donkey Kong Country. There's a list here that's huge. I want to try to get, most of these guys in, even if it's 1 or 2 parts of each game. Okay? So, A Blast from the Past series will be starting. And then I have what's called my first-person shooter madness. I've recently acquired a lot of DLC for Titanfall and Call of Duty Ghosts. And we're going to do a session just based on DLC maps. Starting with Titanfall, going into... I got Devastation for Ghosts, which has the Predator, Onslaught, Invasion. There's still one more coming out. And then we have 2 more DLC maps, DLC packs coming out for Titanfall. It was just announced it's called Frontier's Edge, and then there's going to be one more. So you will be seeing that. Most likely you will start seeing that this week. I did a live stream yesterday on Twitch of Titanfall. We were doing the Swamplands map, and in what was it? War Games and Runoff? Expedition, Titanfall Expedition. Wow, great maps. I had a lot of fun with them. Liked them more than the in-game ones, definitely. What else? Ooh, so much. I like to cover... Oh, Guacamelee. I want to cover that. I got that on Xbox One. I still have to cover Super Time Force. Huh. Did you just hear that? I just said Xbox One and it turned on. Every single time. If it's not that does it. It's the commercial. Unbelievable. Thank you, Microsoft. I might as well just play Titanfall right now. Probably starting it up right now, too. I also want to play some more Plants vs. Zombies. I'm kind of craving that. I don't know. I haven't played it in a while. See what new updates they did for that game. Killer Instinct. There's a new season of Killer Instinct starting with TJ Combo, so I'm going to be covering that on the channel when that comes out. There was something else, too. What was it? The Whistleblower. I still have not covered that on the channel. Don't think, weeks and months past, don't think that I forgot, because, this isn't all about the newest stuff, what's hype, what's real, what's hot at the moment. This is a laid-back channel. I could go back months and years later and play stuff. I don't have that problem like a big YouTubers have. So don't think that I'm not going to go back to it, because believe me, I will. But I think we should focus on Dark Souls 2 and my Blast from the Past series this week. So I think that's what you guys can expect. As far as non-gameplay stuff, I do have a Sean Checks It Out. I don't know if that's going to go live this week. I think I have a few more unboxing videos recorded. Like I said, I have that Photoshop tutorial recorded for my graphic design people out there. And I just got a weird text. I do get strange texts. We have a lake near us, a pretty big sized lake, and I just got a text and said that somebody spotted a 16 to 20 foot snake. Well, guess what? I know where I'll be. I'll get that sucker. I'll find him. I got no fear of that stuff. I'll go right in the water with him. When I'm down in Florida, I grab alligators. Snapping turtles on the road. I'm nature man, you know what I mean? So, anyway, Yeah. I got quite a few stuff in store for you guys. Like I said, Sean checks it out. Now, here's something cool. Oh, that's what I wanted to mention. You know what? I might not mention it yet. I might mention this in the next update because I'm not going to upload it this week, so I won't even tell you guys. I'll wait on that. But there's a new series coming out. Yeah, that's right. A brand new series called Super Tricks with Mario, the Little Jack Russell. Those of you that follow me know that I have a little Jack Russell, and you do see him on the channel from time to time. He's a little channel mascot, and he's awesome, and he's smart, and he does amazing tricks. And I'm going to start a series where I collage, 1 or 2 or 3 tricks into one video, and I upload them every so often. And I actually have one that started. This dog does crazy tricks. You would flip out if you've seen it. I'm actually going to give him his own series. It's not going to be a weekly thing, but you'll definitely, probably maybe this week or next week, I'll upload that. You guys are going to get a kick out of this dog. He does some crazy stuff, and I got it all on camera. So, yeah, my pets will now have a series. Who knows, maybe Chino, my ball python, will even have one. But definitely Mario's tricks will be going live soon. There's so much awesome stuff in stock for you guys in store. I've been, like I said, even though, you haven't really seen me a lot on here. I mean, you have, but, normally, when the gaming season is busy, I'm on every day. But even when I don't upload, I'm still recording something. I'm still capturing something. I'm a guest on a podcast or on somebody else's channel. I'm very, very active on Twitter. I'm on there every single day. Always giving everybody up to the minute, news. And you definitely want to tune in. I'm also on Google+, Facebook. All my links are usually in the videos. I'll put links on this one. And we got so much great stuff. And then, like I said, once those big AAAs come out, I can't wait for Far Cry 4. Drive Club looks nuts. I can't wait for Destiny. Oh, I will be checking out the Destiny beta. The girl, Rachel, I believe she said that she could hook me up with the beta because she gave me the alpha, which I was extremely grateful of. So we'll see. It's not a big deal, but I would like to cover it for the channel. But I'm waiting for September 9th for the retail. I can't wait. I want to be surprised. But I will cover it for the channel because there are quite a few people, that are interested in it. And I don't blame them. It's one of my most anticipated of the year. And supposedly, I guess it's supposed to be a lot different than the alpha. Different map, I guess. So we will see. But yeah, it's been a crazy summer so far. So my Blast from the Past series will start. Will resume from last year. You guys loved it last year in 2013. 2014 is going to be so much better because now with Direct Capture, and I've been buying a ton of Virtual Console games. A ton. So we got no shortage of games to check out. Maybe I'll put up polls and see what else you guys want to play or see me play. There was another indie game that I wanted to try on the channel. Oh, Valiant Hearts, The Great War, which is supposed to be a phenomenal game by Ubisoft about World War I, believe it or not. You see so many games about World War II. This is about World War I. It's supposed to be a very emotional, touching game. And it's been well received, just like Shovel Knight. We'll be definitely covering that on the channel. I also want to maybe cover Sniper Elite 3. I'm not sure yet. I know as far as releases, I know Transformers came out, but I heard people told me it was ass. Literally used that word. They said it was ass. With everything else going on, I don't think we need to do that. But I do like to be a judge when it comes to games of my own. So I may play it personally by myself. Like I said, I don't capture everything. When I'm not uploading games, it doesn't mean that I'm not technically playing them. But, I don't pretty much record every single thing that I do. It would be insane. It would be a full-time job. And with everything else that I'm doing, it really wouldn't be possible. It's a lot. you know, the way that I upload now is a lot, and I try. And another thing too is I don't try to bombard you guys. I think what's going to happen is I think I'm going to make this go live, and then I will probably put the rest of the Dark Souls 2 videos that I have recorded, and then actually when I'm done wrapping this up, I might go back and record some more, and I might go back and record some more Blast from the Past, some Zelda. I also, so it looks like somebody said a Mega Man 3 they want to see. Okay. Yep, I got that. I actually bought it recently. I'm actually trying to get all the Mega Mans. Alright. I think I'm going to wrap this long channel update up. It wasn't too bad, I guess. There was a lot to cover, and you know, it makes up time for last week because it's been a couple weeks since my last channel update. That happens sometimes. You know, I'm not going to really fixate on updates like I used to. I'd rather just put the content out for you, especially if I promise. That's another thing, too. You know, I don't like to say a lot because if something happens during the week and I'm not able to do it, and they'll say, oh, in your last channel update, you know, if it happens, it happens, and a lot of times it's a surprise. Sometimes things aren't announced, and some things happen at the last second. I've had games where I download it, and then that same day I uploaded them without even, you know, telling people. You have to really follow me. The only really way that you'll know what I'm up to is on Twitter, because believe you me, unless it's a surprise, I'll tell everybody on Twitter, and you want to follow me on twitch.tv/MurrayNJ08, which is my live broadcasting station. I broadcast a lot. I broadcast every day. Everything is archived to YouTube. Actually, yesterday was my Titanfall Madness. Right before that was, I believe, Shovel Knight. I broadcasted my Dark Souls 2 playthrough. And I try to stay active on Twitch. But, you know, Twitch is like just for fun for me. You know, I'm not into fixating on subs, views. I'm not into that disgusting stuff like paid subscribers and that bullshit. That's disgusting. That's not me. Okay? I can make more than I need with AdSense. That supports me to keep this channel going more than enough, and it doesn't affect you guys. You guys are helping me out with AdSense without even knowing it. And I do very well on YouTube, believe it or not. And that's more than enough for me. I don't beg or do any of that crap. I'm highly against it. It's stupid. Okay? So thank you for joining me. We are going to get into probably yeah, Blast from the Past is probably going to start very soon. Like I said, I got quite a few games here, quite a few retro games that I would like to cover. This is such a great series. I love it. And, you know, those of you that follow me know that the summer isn't the only time I play retro games. I can play old games all throughout the year. But Blast from the Past is my summer series. And it's good because there's a lot of downtime in the summer. Now, one thing before I sign off here, somebody did ask, and I do want to answer this because it's an important question. Actually, well, I'll answer the question first. It says here, will you be doing a complete playthrough of The Last of Us again on PS4? No. I won't, but I will be covering it because A, it's on the PS4, so I could imagine what it's going to be like compared to the PS3. And B, the PS3 version that I did was not direct capture, it was with a camcorder. So now you have the PS4 version with direct capture. So I will be covering it, probably a good decent chunk for maybe a few weeks or so, but not the whole game. Maybe about 10, 15, 20 parts, I don't know. But I definitely will be covering it because I think it's important to the channel to cover one of my all-time favorite games, The Last of Us Remastered on the PS4 with direct capture, and give you guys the best quality content that I can. As a matter of fact, if you look, a lot of the games that I've been playing are some of the games that I've already played years ago. I'm replaying them because of direct capture. You're going to see that with my retro series, Blast from the Past. I'm actually going to go back and do some of the Blast from the Past games from last year, only because now I have direct capture, okay? And I've also been upgrading my direct capture stuff already because, yeah, believe it or not, I've already been upgrading because I'm all set for 60 frames per second, 1080, you know, YouTube. So I'm going to be able to push out, you know, beastly, awesome, sick graphics as best I can. So MurrayNJ08 is constantly upgrading his channel for you guys. Okay? So be on the lookout for that. And yes, I will be covering The Last of Us. I will also be covering Diablo 3, the Ultimate Evil Edition. Like I said, I don't know how much. Maybe that might be another ongoing series. I'll have to think about that. I don't know. Well, let's get a decent amount of Dark Souls 2 out of the way first before we bring in another ongoing series. I know you guys want to see Final Fantasy X also. I don't know. Right now, it's going to be difficult. But I will try to get out as much as I can before September, because that's when the hardcore gaming season is going to hit with Destiny, and it's going to get crazier from there on in. I mean, like I said, if you guys haven't checked out October, it's nuts. It's going to be a crazy month, definitely. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope to see you this week with all new gameplay and series. We got so much coming. You definitely want to tune in. Follow me on Twitter, SeanMurrayNJ, at SeanMurrayNJ. You want to follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/MurrayNJ08 for all the newest gaming news and gameplay. Take care, everybody, and I will see you on the next channel update. Bye-bye now.